Okay, this is Unit 2, Day 4. This day is just a review, and I'm not going to do a lesson here. I'm just going to quickly go through the review sheet. So if you need an answer key, you can go through and follow along. First one here, this is a monomial because there's one thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 things here. So we don't have a name for anything more than 3, so we just call it a polynomial. This one has 1, 2, 3, so that's a trinomial. I'll just abbreviate it as tri. This one has 2, so this is bi. Degree of the polynomial is, remember, the biggest kid. There's only one kid here, and the term is basically 2, 4, and 3, so I add all the exponents together. So this whole thing has a degree of 6 and 9. So the degree of the polynomial is 9. This one, the first one is 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 4 is 6. There's a 1 on the y, so this one would be 5, and the last one would be 0, because there's no letters. And we always pick the term with the biggest exponents, and that's the degree of the whole thing. So the biggest kid rule, so 6 would be your answer. In the third one, it'd be 4, 2, and 0, so the biggest is 4. And on the last one, it'd be 3 and 2 is 5, and 4 is 9. And on the second one, it's 1 and 1, so it'd be 2, so 9 is the biggest one. Okay, in the next part, I'll just switch colors here. It asks you to list the variable and the constant. The variable are obviously all the letters, so they would be x, 3, y, and z. And the degree is always the biggest one. This one's 3, 1, 1, and 0, so 3 is the winner. For this one, the variable would be x2 and y to the power of 3, and the degree is always the biggest one, so it would also be 3. Okay, the last one's again just a review. You weigh each one or find the degree of each one, and you pick the biggest one. In this one, it'd be 5 and 6, so the biggest is 6. This one is, whoops, let's erase that. This one is 3 and 1 is 4, 7 and 6, so 7 is the biggest. Okay, so that's the first page. Just check your work, see if you got it right. If you didn't, go back and see where you went wrong. Now we'll move on to page 2. Okay, page 2. Arrange the terms in each polynomial into standard form. So standard form, remember, is from the biggest degree to the smallest. So what you do is you list the weight of each one, or the degree of each one. Be 1, 0, 6, 2, and 3, and you write it from biggest to smallest. So it'd be 6y6, then the 3 one, plus 4y3, then the 2 one, and then the 1 one, and then the one without any letters. Done. In this one, it'd be 2, 4, and 3. So if I rewrote it, it would look like this. So always from biggest exponents down to least. Remember, the sign that's in front of the number is stuck with it. So this would be 3, 2, 5, and 0. So it would look like that. This one's 1, 2, 3, 0. So if I rearrange them, it looks like that. Last one, this one's 7, and this one's 1, 1, and 4 is 6. So it'd be the same. Don't have to rearrange anything. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. I'll do one more page, and then I'll split the video into 2 parts. So this will still be, we'll do one more page, and then I'll split. Okay, page 3, circle the like terms. This one's pretty easy. They've got to be exactly the same. That's the same, that's the same, and that's the same. because all of them have an m and a k squared, and it doesn't matter the order of the letters. The only thing that matters is if the variables or the letters are exactly the same and the exponents are the same. This is different because it's just an mk. This one, ABC is the same as BAC because they all have an A, a B, and a C. And this is also the same because it also has an A, a B, and a C. But this one's different because it's missing a C. And this one, this B squared and this one is the same because the B squares are the same and it has one C. But this is different because it has a C squared. Whoops. So if I take a look, this says C squared and these ones only say C. So they're not the same thing. And this one is obviously different because it's just a BC. Okay, and the last one, we're looking for J squared, K, and an M. These ones would be the same. But this one is different because it has an M squared and this just has an M, and so does that one. So that is not the same, and that's obviously different. So that would be a triangle and that could be a square. Okay, I'll stop the video there and we'll continue in part 2 for your answer key.